Into the fray once more. A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Into the fray once more.
The Summon King. Out of the way! It's Lurian's turn! Well, I thought the day would never come! Thanks for I'll answer that. We are the sovereigns of the seasons, kind hero. And we thank you for saving us from our rather deranged brother, the one-time King of Winter. We overheard a crafty little imp named Gigix tell Boreas that the staff can better the crackle of embers than this. Cover your ears, hero! The elemental forge, hero.
Dancing devil sprats coming. A talking staff. Burn it before its sauce tendrils start leeching at you.
Your world is more horrifying than I ever knew!
Sweet relief. Bloodstone, as powerful as it is safe.
feel better already!
I'm drenched!
Show your strength!
Soaked to the skin!
Victor! We are free! And who is this? Can it be that a frail mortal human faced and bested our own Boreas? This is no mortal, I see. Strange, you take the guise of a source. Boreas always did dance uncomfortably close to the dark. No, like fools, we waited. We, and with us all the subjects of the realm of fairy, do both. I am King Sewer of the Summer Kingdom of Calvia. Brother, alongside the other elemental monarchs, but something changed in Boreas. He grew darker somehow. When our brother called the elemental seats to convene in Hyperheim, we were ecstatic. When we arrived, however, it was not Boreas who greeted us, but a dark figure. A woman with a stare like blackest fire. I listened closely when I could to Boreas' doings. From what I could tell, it seems she gave him us, contained, and in return he gave her access to his great star stone, and scores of imps he'd invited to Hyperheim. After that, the two parted. Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor.
We best be on our way then. Spread it all in kingdoms won't grow themselves, you know. We are God's class soon, Source Hunter.
Our champion has returned. Have you yet determined how I might be? I am King Sewer, but when we arrived, however, indeed, I listened close. She gave him us, contained.
I've tried my very best, and will try and try anew. But so far this damnable ice scoffs at my every effort. Sewer, you say? But that is wonderful. Though for Akara's sake we ought not to dilly-dally.
There she is. The White Witch.
Damnation!
Prisoner
Not
in
even
ice.
a crack!
I wonder what sorcery, or worse, sorcery, we'll have to use to get to...
This is your White Witch, then. And you're sure you want to free her, are you? But I am in your debt, and I would be remiss not to...
colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to inter her only sister in a barren tundra for eternity.
Ikara, you're all right? The ice, King Boreas, and your sister. What a frigid hell you've endured.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Ahu?
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly.
Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters? Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not... Oh, yes, I suppose I am. But I do prefer my given name. Ikara, that is. Charmed. But I hope I haven't disappointed.
First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had... Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King. When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra... But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter.
I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed.
I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting... If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous, treacherous... The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And now that terrible night. One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Syceel's King Crab Inn. I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder. Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. Fortunately for us both, my own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always... Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my work. For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself. But unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Ikara is free! Ah, what good it does my... We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end. Ikara, now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzax.
So that's the White Witch, eh? I expected someone a little more evil. I can't say I'd cut her down from the stake, but she sure has fewer horns than I expected.
Oh, if only Jarrett were here to meet her. He would have loved to lay eyes on the White Witch of so many legends.
We've solved the murder and caught the culprit, yet this case feels anything but closed. Who was she to rank the life of the wizard over that of Jake? This is a cut-and-dry case of murder, I say.
We meet again, and well met you are. The theory is this. You are not you. Or rather, you are you, but you is not all there is to you. I think that you carry two souls inside of you. One, you remember that segment of the tapestry your efforts helped to mend, don't you? The two great generals? How they led the back. It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Your connection to the void, as luck would have it, a new portal awaits. Perhaps answer.
A second soul? Do you think it could be true? Ha! Yes! Just look at the events we've set in motion. Our souls are meant to soar, and they'll soar yet.
Awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
What have we here? A study?
Wonderful. About time you got an education.
Guardians. Dear Guardians. When I see your but oh, how my heart aches when in a ruptured world. Wherein all resolve. When I despair, I think of your sacrifice.
Good thing to be cherished.
Even though, apparently, we had to give up life and liberty for that to happen.
As good as a new penny.
Hail, holy light, offspring of heaven, firstborn! About me. The Guardian's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden box. I come no spy with purpose to explore or to disturb the secrets of your... Which way I fly is here. Myself am here, but in the lowest deep. Alone whence thou returnest, and whither wentest, to ask or search. I blame thee not. For Rivellon is as the book of the gods before thee set.
I see Master Zigzags has upgraded from his shabby little hut at the edge of the hour. From the fairy dimension. Ha! Is that so? It seems I have my share to learn about them. Well, I must say, it's no small relief to find myself in a safe haven among such allies. I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cut. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood still. Their meekness wouldn't save them from the source hunters. I am, but there is more to our kind than they teach at your academy. Source isn't only blood and madness. It's like lightning. We sorcerers are like metal steeples. Source is drawn to us and it flows through us. But what so many fail to understand is that Source can be controlled. Tell me, Source Hunter, in all your hours studying the arcane art, did you ever hear, even once, that some of us were weak and... No. I doubt also that they'd mention that one day this hunt of yours would burn. No, that would be going too far, and eschewing my own responsibility. They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide my... We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree. The source hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled, we would survive. Thrive, even, within those woods, never speaking to outsiders. Our soul forge meant that Leandra's capacity was enormous. Source didn't frighten her, and my sister and I were mired in a solitary existence. Leandra especially couldn't leave him be. He was a feast of information, and she wouldn't rest until their days were spent on charms, hexes, and the like. At night, Leandra would wander. We were a content trio, the three of us, but as you know, Leandra and I were soul-forged. This offered us a window into one another's souls. I knew Leandra, but it was me to whom he confessed his love. Those quiet evenings together had captured his. Her heart broke the moment we announced our new attachment, and I felt the pain. My connection to her, our soul forge, grew weaker. It was as though some third and we've a single order of business first and foremost. But first, we must learn more about Leandra's plans. Your journey must begin in the Lacula mines, where she has been accumulating materials and manpower for a purpose as yet. A soul forge comes with its own benefits, Source Hunter. Though our connection, one vision. I had thought it was only a nightmare, but now I see it was something much worse. Her frustrations are rivaled only by her mirth. I can see I believe that our soul forge has been damaged. By what? I can only guess. What she needs is a hand. My hand. The way may be treacherous, but you must get inside. I cannot condone the terrible things she's done. What's more, I sense a terrible force bearing down upon the bond between. If I could only repair the forge, I'm certain she'd put a stop to.
A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another?
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in concept.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not? It shall be my pleasure. Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot, indeed I can. The tapestry has revealed all. Suffice to say that though Zandalore and Ikara were an item, the wizard gave in to his baser instinct. Only what truly interested her was not his body, but his mind and the secrets of the source buried therein. Jake was there too, no more. You see, he is instrumental to her plans. But when Zandalore became suspicious, she didn't hesitate to play the part of Black Leandra, Imp Slayer, Blood Craver, Void Seeker. All-round lovely lass, ain't she? Of all the wicked things, you'll have to redouble your efforts, my friend. You'll have to find more starstones before she does, and forestall her most certainly. No more than that she is privy to secrets even I have a She'll ask you for a price for such information. Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to...
Dancing dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots.
I wonder, do you know more about the Void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
How might I serve our mission? Leandra. She desires to be... Though they be baptized in blood, you can cleanse the stuff. Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I... Her story is the story of 1,000... Once upon a time, wherever they hid, she found them. In the ethereal... The drift... Except, it seems...
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. Ah, yes, that was a small fib on my part, I'm afraid. Zandalore is known as the Keeper of the Sword, by all means. And what might those be? Source Hunter, welcome, welcome. This tapestry represents all of time. One wouldn't think time itself would include so many threads dangling temptingly where any claw could reach it.
Look alive, Madam Weaver. Our friend Ahu here is no better than the Void when his instincts overcome him.
Clawing at time and void. He wouldn't, would he?
If you believe yourself.
Past and present. Does that mean you know the future as well?
upon the earth.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
I'm dripping.
Feeling hot under the collar. Devil is a fox!
Hunter. Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom? I'll go for the eyes this time. Within these veins. turn through the gauntlet? With pleasure.
Warm as dragon's breath! Malediction! I strike from the soul of air!
Your enemies are my prey, Source Hunter.
No glory in this death.
I'm overheating here.
Bitter poison!